So today I thought we'd have an update on Murrister Wirset, and I would speak a pretty bit about my colour choices and the designs that I've done so far. So Murrister Wirset is a collaboration between me and Hubert Moore, Hubert being the farmer who grows all the wool for me and looks after the sheep. And they're 100% native breed sheep, so it's 100% Shetland wool that we've got here. So I set about sending away a batch, and I had, of course, to limit myself to a small number of colours being the first batch, and so it was quite a tricky process choosing shades that were going to work together and the ones that were going to complement my knitting the best. So I come up with 10 dyed shades and a natural black and a natural white. So this is the natural black and the natural white, and they're really lovely. They're very unprocessed, having had no dye on them at all. They're very close to the sheep, and they're just such super colours, natural white and Shetland black, and they're really versatile. And then, of course, I'm quite into the blues, so I've got two blues in my range, and the darker blue here is Whalwick, and the lighter one is Moosawater. And they also go well with this turquoisey green, which is Deepdale. So as far as the designs go, I started with a blue. This is the Kyostrin, which has probably been my most popular design so far. So this one uses the blues for the background, and then I was thinking what would be the best to go on the blues. Well, it would seem to be the lights, obviously. So we've got natural white and a pale yellow called Air, and the grey, which is called Tactical. And all of these went well with the blues. And then I always am really interested in putting in that tiny bit of a bright colour, the bright pop of colour, especially in the centre of the designs. So for that I used this orange, which is called Summer Dim. And then for this buggy floor beanie that I made, it's the opposite. I used the blues in the motif colour, and I kept the background as the natural white. And that also works really well. And for my bright pop, this time I used a really bright yellow, and its name is Gullatang. And Gullatang is a lovely bright colour. I really like it just in small bits. You maybe wouldn't use it so much for a main colour, but I really like just the touches of the bright yellow. So that's the blues, and then I moved on to pinks. So my next one is the Nova Zembla. So Nova Zembla hat is the natural black in the background, and then I used my pinks on there. And because they're all quite hot, I used a pretty bit of the blue as well, as just to cool down the design a bit, the warm and the cold colours together. And then I did the opposite, the same pinks, but I put them on a white background with a different design. And that one's called the Murnavoda. So here we have a natural white with all the pinks on there as well, and a bit of grey. So my next one is the Timmery. So as I said at the beginning, there's really nothing better than black and white. It's a good place to start with a design. And in this one, I predominantly went for black and white, which looks really good together. And then I decided to add in a pop of colour, and that's Brynja, which is the kind of phone box red. So and then my last two designs were back to kind of blues again. This is the Wastru hat. So the Wastru pattern was already in existence, and then I tried to do it in Murrister Wirset, and I used the Shetland black with the blues as the foreground, and that came quite nice. This is an all-over pattern, meaning that it's not piri bands a pattern, it's an all-over design. And then my last hat, number 7, is the Hulkwasa. And this one uses the lovely turquoisey shade, and its name is Deepdale. Anybody who's been to Deepdale will know why I called it that. And for my bright pop of colour here, I used again Summer Dim, the orange. And the grey has been a really useful colour. As I said, it can go with all of the blue ones, it goes with the pinks, it can go with the light colours there, it goes with the red. It really is just a great kind of filler of a colour. I love that one. So my last design is not released yet, it'll be coming soon. And this is the Swayfield mitts. So these are no fingers, which is great for people who can't be bothered to knit fingers. But they do feature the double cuff. So you have a lovely tight piece of ribbon to be snug around your wrist. And then the cuff folds up. And then you have the benefits of pattern on your cuff as well. And a double layer of fabric's really warm as well. They have a piri pattern on the palm and a motif on the thumb gusset as well. And these are all the hot colours, all the pinks and reds together. And that kit was going to be released quite soon, as I said. So that is how I've managed to get 8 designs so far out of really quite a small number of colours. And I've really enjoyed doing that. And the last bit of news really is that batch 2 has been sent away, so we're really looking forward to seeing batch 2 coming back. And in that batch we're going to be introducing 3 new colours. So that's really exciting for me, and it's going to expand the range that I can produce again by having some new colours to work with.